After New York, London and Milan, 2017 summer ready-to-wear has landed in Paris. Luxury group Kering is revealing Saint Laurent's latest collection in the former Ministry of Defense, soon to become the company's headquarters. The label's just appointed a new creative director, the Belgian Anthony Vaccarello.
I'm really proud of Anthony. I've known him for a long time and he's completely remained faithful to his own style. All that leg, the collarbones, the midriff, I can see all of that here. But he's also incorporated Saint Laurent fabrics and also the glamour that you recognize immediately. It's an excellent partnership, a very happy marriage.
Vaccarello has seized on the punk aesthetic of Yves Saint Laurent in the 70s, a look many accused of being vulgar. But 40 years on, the rules have changed.
Made a wonderful debut collection, a lot of homage to Yves and also wearable young pieces for young girls to wear. I loved it, and it was so sexy.
He's not the only one embracing new challenges. Cannes native Bouchra Jarrar, already the creative lead at her own couture label, has been appointed head of women's wear at Lanvin.
When I saw the show, I feel very touching, with very deep love. I love the woman's body, love the woman's walk.
Lanvin hasn't altered its motto since 1889, mother and child.
I saw Jeanne Lanvin's amazing legacy and everything that entails. I thought it was the embodiment of womanhood. That's to say modern, dynamic, powerful, but also simple and elegant, and most of all, timeless.
And Bouchra Jarrar herself's pretty happy too.
I'm actually really happy to present my new collection. It was a 6 months' work to get to this moment of total alchemy and harmony.
The last few years have seen the number of women in senior fashion roles skyrocket. More and more women are being appointed creative directors of major labels, which means they're also in control of their brand's financial destiny.
When you work a lot, you have to be quite tough, and there are times when you need to put your private life and other priorities to one side. And it was a challenge for me to realize that with everything that was happening, all the work I was doing, I also wanted to establish a family life, and I didn't want to have to choose between the two. I don't know if that makes me a feminist, but I want to be the head of the company and a mother. I'm 3 months pregnant, so that's where all this comes from.
Wanda Nylon is a label that loves experimenting with material. For next summer, Joanna Scenic has opted for one fabric that absorbs light. Others are made from woven metal or vinyl, and more than a few are machine washable. Investment in new fabrics is thriving. At Anrealage, conceptual Japanese designer KUNIHIRO MORIGANA has inserted microsensors into clothes. Specialized software turns the data collected into messages on a screen.
I wanted to be able to see my clothes in augmented reality through an app on my tablet. I wanted to show the silence of the clothes.
The question that remains is why? Is it just attention-seeking or the face of tomorrow? The role of technology in fashion design should never eclipse the essentials. Clothes need to be practical, appealing and intriguing. At their best, they inspire emotions. At Jacquemus, a modern couture silhouette is a priority.
We often work with jackets that we cut up and pin. We make it work with the shape of the body. We do the same thing with the trousers. We make them in sizes that don't really exist anymore, or that don't exist at all. We pin them to the body and we work out the form it will take. It's really couture work that we do. It's not digital, it's all done by hand, even the pret-a-porter.
At the Belgian Dries Van Noten, the interplay between fabric, colour and form is a little different. Here, it's all about heat and humidity. As the models walk the runway, bouquets frozen in blocks of ice begin to melt.
It was very feminine. It was also a collection full of contrasts, really the opposites, like going from ecru to black, to burlap, to the most sophisticated jacquards, to no color, to a lot of color. So all these things was really the most opposites as possible.
At Manish Arora, meanwhile, it's not just professional models. The Indian designer, known for his explosive use of colour, asked his friends to step in.
I love it. It's elegant, it's funny, he's great at combining colors, he does amazing things. I love it.
Nothing is too outlandish. A blue dog appears alongside references to My Little Pony. It's all about playful abstraction, but there are wearable pieces too. Beautifully rendered flights of fancy.
Who has the time? Who has the time to be sad or to worry? Colors, rainbow, fantasy, a place that I would like to live in is what I showed you, where everybody's dressed like that, everything is perfect, you know, and everything you need will come to you and everything will be fine.
If only it really were that simple.